So, Popular Information broke another story this week about the Musk-Trump administration's attack on Social Security, and it is not getting nearly the attention it deserves because Social Security is being destroyed before our eyes and people just don't see it. The folks at Popular Information got hold of an internal Social Security Administration memo sent on March 13th. This memo details proposed changes to the claims process that would debilitate the agency, cause significant processing delays, and prevent many Americans from applying for or receiving benefits. Now, the memo claims that this is all motivated by a desire to, quote, mitigate fraud risks. We can call BS on that. Social Security actually has a very low fraud rate, less than 1% of their payments. Not to mention, the Social Security Administration had an inspector general whose whole job was to root out fraud, waste, and abuse. Trump fired him, so we can call BS twice. None of this, of course, has stopped Elon Musk from continuously pushing lies about the nature and scope of Social Security fraud, because he needs people to believe that that exists in order for them to believe that what he's doing is justified. P.S. It's not. So let's get back to this memo and this recent change they've called for. It is to require internet identity proofing for benefit claims that have heretofore been made over the phone. Even though they've been doing this by phone for decades and decades and decades, and incidents of fraud are vanishingly rare. It works just fine. Nothing's broken here. This memo is saying no more. Now you have to do it online. And if you can't access the internet, then you need to come into a physical office. And remember, we're dealing with a population that is older or physically disabled. Some cannot use the internet and some cannot travel. The consequences of this fixing something that was not broken at all, it's going to mean about 75,000 to 85,000 additional in-person visitors per week to the Social Security Administration's offices in order for this policy to be implemented. These offices already get almost 120,000 daily visits every single day. This would be a 14% increase in visits, and the wait time for an appointment even before these changes averaged over a month. There are no walk-ins either. Add to this the fact that Elon Musk is forcing the Social Security Administration to cut thousands and thousands of jobs, and that they are shutting down dozens of offices across the country, and that Elon Musk has brought in a bunch of people from private equity to help Doge at Social Security. We can see that Trump and Musk are doing here what they are doing to every other federal agency. First, they damage it beyond recognition, and then they plot how to privatize it. And if you think that's not going to mess with your benefits, it's already happening. Before you say, well, Donald Trump promised he wouldn't touch Social Security and he's never going to break a promise to me. ProPublica broke a story just this week, secret recordings of the acting head of Social Security saying, this is all because Trump wants this. This is not happening without Trump's blessing. It's happening because Trump says do it. And if we don't get very loud very soon, we are all going to be seeing interruptions of benefits. The former agency's head just said everything they've done so far is breaking the agency's ability to serve the public. He said he feared that Mr. Musk's team had taken most of the actions necessary to create a total system collapse. They're coming for Social Security. They can't do it via legislation because it's too popular, so they're sabotaging it one cut at a time. So if you've been on the fence about protesting this administration, or you haven't called your representatives yet, they are about to come for the most enduring, popular, and long-standing anti-poverty program in this country, one that 73 million Americans count on, including you and me. It'll be a death by 1,000 cuts, and this memo details some of the biggest cuts of all so far. If you don't like it, fight with us. Unless, of course, you like the idea of private equity running your retirement funds. If you don't, make some noise.